everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me slash tutorial. I used the ColourPop Yes Please palette to get this eye look. I am doing a little mini series here on my channel, just doing a few different kinds of looks with that particular palette so you can see what you can do with it. Today I came up with this one. Wasn't really planned, I just kind of winged it and I think it turned out pretty good. So if you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and just keep watching. Okay, we're gonna start with primer. I got my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I'm gonna do, I think 2 pumps is what I usually do. I feel like it normally doesn't actually smell anything like coconut, but today it kind of does. Probably could have done like 1.5 pumps. And then for foundation, actually let's do concealer first. I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape. I have Fair Neutral. I'm going to put that on all of my scarring. I think we'll do one section at a time so it doesn't kind of dry out and settle in before I have the chance to blend it. I like to use my finger. I find that it gives better coverage that way, and even then still not as much coverage as everyone, you know, says that Tarte Shape Tape has. So it doesn't look super blended, but it is, I promise. And of course I'm putting foundation on over it. I feel like I should just do all of my foundation as concealer. Like, what's the point of actually using foundation? Like, just do my whole face in concealer, right? And I always bring the leftover around my nose here, and then it kind of gets rid of that redness. Now let's do foundation. I am going to use, I had a sample of foundation that I was going to use, but I can't find it, so I guess we are going to mix my Cosmetics CC cream in the lightest shade, which is Fair, with my NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in white, because even the lightest shade, too dark for me. What a good time. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 pump of the CC cream, and then we'll do like a little bit less of the foundation mixer. Honestly, you guys, I think the Beauty Blender, pretty overrated. I like my Real Techniques orange sponge just as much, like equally, and it's like 1/4 of the price. So I think I'm just gonna buy that one from now on. I don't think I love the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I got the illumination one. I wish I had gotten the more matte one because I think it has like a little bit of shimmer to it, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Did I mix it a little bit too light today? Even if you think you know the ratios with the foundation mixer, sometimes it is tricky. I am planning on doing a full review of a couple different white foundation mixers. The NYX one is just the first one I've gotten so far, and I want to try it with like a few different foundations. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I think I am interested in doing it because I am always down to learn more about products that are good for fair skin. Yeah, I think I made it a little bit light today. It looks even lighter on camera. Like in person, it looks like a pretty good match. I will just bronze it up a little bit. Doesn't that foundation look like super off in camera? It looks like way too pale and way too yellow, but I promise in real life it looks like a tiny bit light. It's very strange. And then what I've been doing lately is I've been using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in L1 Neutral. It's really, really light, and I bought it to highlight underneath my eyes, but it creases like so bad underneath my eyes. So I've been using it to highlight other parts of my face. So what I always do is I put it on the center of my forehead. It's a, what do they call this? It's not exactly strobing because I'm not using like a highlight. I'm just using a lighter concealer. What would that be? Non-touring? Because I'm not using a darker color. I am just using the lighter color and highlighting the high points of my face rather than using a contour to darken the shadows of my face. And I am actually going to bring bronzer in today, which I don't normally do, but since I went kind of pale, as if I'm not like already crazy pale, I am going to bring in the contour to darken up the rest of my skin a little bit. Instead of going up with a darker shade like you would a contour, I'm going down with a lighter shade, but not too far down, because if you go too far down then you're getting into jawline territory and you want to darken that up. I'm gonna prime my eyelids. I have a sample of the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. I actually am enjoying it. Normally, I'm iffy about eye primers, but this one's been pretty good. It's like just tacky enough to really hold the eyeshadow, and as long as I don't put too much, which sometimes I do, it doesn't get cakey, because things get cakey on my eyelids really quickly. Like, I moisturize the heck out of them and they're still dry. I don't know what I want to do for blush yet. I always do that after I do my eyes, but I am going to use my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula and my Eco Tools domed bronzer brush. I'm gonna brush that wherever you would get naturally sun-kissed. It looks really dark right now, don't worry, it's not going to stay that way. I like to kind of use it as a blush base because I feel like as a human, you do naturally get more bronze on your cheeks just because that's where the sun hits it. And then I'm gonna bring it on my jawline too. You guys see how you can still see my scarring? It's ridiculous. Like, excuse you, I covered you up with so much concealer. I'm going to blend the bronzer into my face with my beauty blender. So then we're gonna do eyes. And of course, my main goal of this video is to do another look with the Yes Please palette by ColourPop. It is called the Yes Please palette, not Cute AF. That's just the cover art. It's very confusing. I think I talked about this in my first video, which I will link down below if you're interested. I did a full like review and swatches and everything, and I did a different, more dramatic look than I'm gonna do today. My goal today was to do kind of a more natural wearable look. So I think we're going to start with this shade here. Just a nice cream colored, kind of a peachy cream colored, and we're going to use that as a transition shade. Bring it down a little bit into the crease, but mostly the whole real estate above the crease. It is going to be a warm look since all of the shades in here are pretty warm, but it's going to be much more of an everyday wearable kind of look. The first one I used like this bright yellow and this orange and this gold, so it's definitely pretty poppy. We're gonna try this peachy shade here. It's not much darker, but oh my gosh, it looks like orange on the brush. I'm gonna put that into the crease. Oh, that one's kind of powdery. This palette is so sold out online. It's ridiculous. Like, you have to get on their website at 10 a.m. as soon as they restock it, or else you cannot get a hold of it. I managed to get a hold of it in the first wave because, like, I set my alarm so that I wouldn't forget or anything. But like, geez, this is popular. I think it's their most popular item that they've ever had on their website. And it's good. Like, I understand. It's a good palette, good quality, only 16 bucks. And the shades are super fun. But like, geez, it's sold out 3 times in less than 10 minutes. I will link the restock date. They just restocked it, and I think they're definitely going to again. And we're gonna take this warm, kind of medium, light brown color, and we're gonna add that into the crease as well, but a little bit more precise since it's a little bit darker. I am using my Lexi 205 tapered blending brush. If you are interested, it is a good brush. My goal with this video is to show that it's a really versatile palette. By the way, like, again, obviously warm. You can't get warm and cool looks out of it, but you can get a lot of different types of looks. So, like I said, that last one was very dramatic. This one is gonna be a lot more wearable. You know, that's the goal. We'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of just going with the flow. Like, I haven't planned my look out or anything. And then I also want to do kind of a more pinky red look. I'm gonna take some of that brown onto the lower lash line as well. Kind of messy. Like, I don't want it to be super precise. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna take some of this dark chocolatey brown, and I'm gonna use a slightly more precise kind of blending brush. This is a Modern Minerals You Are Gorgeous. Is that the name of the brush, or is that Motivation? I don't know. It's just like a small little domed brush. I'm gonna dip that into the darker chocolate brown and put that in the outer V, just kind of messily, because again, I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush. This is kind of my go-to formula procedure for creating just like a neutral eye look, I always do kind of a lighter shade and then a medium shade in the crease and then a deeper shade in the outer V. And then I usually go in with like a slightly shimmery shade on the lid. One of my favorites is Sin by Urban Decay. Okay, we're dragging this darker shade into the crease just a tiny bit. I think I need a little bit more, just a tiny bit though. I don't want to make this like a smoky eye. Just add a little bit of dimension. You could stop here and just add like eyeliner or mascara or whatever, but like I said, I really like doing a little bit of shimmer on the lid, so I'm gonna do one of these 4 colors, and I'm thinking this kind of peachy one. But yeah, if you want like an all matte, very wearable for everyday work or school or whatever, I think this would be a great place to stop. I do think I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Oh, I always forget that these have names. I think this one's Louis. We're not gonna do too much because, again, neutral. And we're gonna just put that all over the lid, just gently. I'm gonna use my fluffy blending brush with this shade, this kind of caramely brown again, and just redefine the crease a little bit. There we go. All right, now I think I mentioned this in my initial video, but there's no good like inner corner highlights in here. So I am going to find one in another palette. I'm thinking Tempera or Vermeer, one of these 2 shades from my Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm gonna use that like small little domed brush, get all the extra dark powder. I'm just gonna dip that, kind of mix both of those and put that in the outer or the inner corner. There we go. So I think that's good on eyeshadow. Do I want to do liner? No. So I think we'll just go straight to mascara. I've been using my Revlon Volume Plus Length Magnified Mascara on my lower lashes lately. It's been working pretty decently. I normally like a really skinny brush, not like this one, but I don't have any open. I don't want to open a new mascara just for my bottom lashes. I gotta get really close to the mirror for this. I'll be right back. And then I've been using my Urban Decay Perversion Sample Mascara on my top lashes. It's one of my favorite mascaras, and maybe one day I'll purchase full size, but I always have backups of mascara, so I can never justify purchasing it because it's not drugstore. If this is still too dramatic for every day for you, even minus the shimmery shade, you can lighten up all of the shades I use a little bit less. Like for example, of that like dark chocolatey brown, or use a less volumizing mascara. I really like this one. I think it looks the best on me, but you can use just like a regular Cover a Lash Blast or something similar to that, where it's a little bit more lengthening without as much volume. And then we're gonna do eyebrows really quickly. Again, I have a sample of the Benefit Gimme Brow. I think I'm gonna buy this full size once this is gone. I got the Essence Make Me Brow. I got it in soft brownie brows, and it's too warm. It's too warm of a shade. I have such cool toned eyebrows. Then for highlighter, I'm going to use Fanny Pack by ColourPop. It's very white. It's pretty, and surprisingly not nearly as dramatic as you would think for a shade that looks that light. I'm going to do some of it with the Beauty Blender. Sometimes that gives a nice lit from within glow. Did you hear that? Tries to do a little growl grunt. I think I'm looking good on highlighter. All that's left is blush and lips. I kind of want to do something peachy on my cheeks. I think we're going to try Luminoso by Milani. I'm going to use my Sephora powder brush. I actually like it for blush. I don't want to do too much. I feel like I don't need a lot of blush right now. My cheeks are so rosy naturally that even that shows through the foundation. What should we do on the lips? I don't know. Maybe something peachy warm on the lips too. I've got a couple options. We have the Rimmel lipstick in 700 Trendsetter, or Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Driver's Seat. I'm gonna try this Rimmel one. If I hate it, we can switch. Well, I was aiming for something a lot peachier. It's a lot more nude. I don't think I love the combo. Let's try that other one. It's more what I was thinking, but I still don't know if I love the combination. I know the like monochromatic look is in, but do I love it? That's the question. What do you guys think? I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think it looks fine. It's not like what I was envisioning. I do love this formula of liquid lipstick though. It looks so perfect. I don't know how. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a couple more videos to film, but that is going to be it for today. So until next time, I'll see you all soon. Bye!